Hello, what's up guys? Panzer SG here, and I will be talking about the latest patch for Mechwarrior Online. There's been a lot of minor changes in this patch, and a few major ones that I will be covering in this video. So before I begin, I just want to let you guys know that you will happen to see words appearing on the screen during this video, and they are just there to let you know any minor changes that I may not be covering specifically in the video. I hope it's not too distracting, but if it is, do let me know in the comments. Feedback is always welcome. First off, welcome to the new pre-match screen. You'll see the screen before every match, and from here players can also take command of the company and their respective lancers by hitting one of the buttons at the top of the screen. Company commanders also have the ability to rearrange players in their company once they have taken command. Before every match you will see a countdown timer, and that timer starts at about 60 seconds and then starts ticking down. However, it can be overridden if all players hit the ready button at the top right corner.
Online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Good news for all you ballistics fans out there. Ultra AC5 ammo has been changed, so now it matches the AC5 at 30 rounds per ton. There have been some improvements in the optimization of the game, so the frames per second now has been improved when you're looking out at an empty horizon.
Base is being captured. Target acquired. New target acquired. Base is being captured. New target acquired. acquired. Base is being captured. Warning, incoming missile. Base 25% captured. Warning, incoming missile. Warning, incoming missile. New target acquired. Warning, incoming missile. Heat level critical. Warning, incoming missile. Heat level critical. Net torso critical. Warning, incoming missile.
Alright, now let's take a look at the new map. Now this map is called Crimson Strait, and it's the 9th map in Mechwarrior Online right now, and it's quite a big map actually. You have these two big land masses, and they are divided by like a river, which I'll show you a bit later on. There is a river of red water. It's Crimson Strait. There you go. That's what it is. It's a river, and it's quite a it's quite a detailed city because there's so much happening there. There's buildings everywhere. Something like River City, but like on a larger scale. There's this tunnel that we're going through right now, and this goes all the way to a port area with another outlet on the right side down here, and that goes over towards the B3, B2 area. This goes over to D4 and D3, which is sort of a port, and if you see straight ahead, it goes pretty far down, so there's quite a bit of range down here. And up above, there's even a platform that you can go to, just above us, and that's accessible from just to the west of the D4 area towards D5. There is actually a mountain pass that goes up to here, which we'll be showing you towards the end of this. And this is a pretty big wide open area because you can kind of see it on the other side as well. There's more of that city area. So it's kind of an urban map, but it's a bit of a mixture of like open space and a bit of close quarters brawling combat. So there's definitely a good mix for both long range and for short range, because you've got those long sight lines that you can make use of things like LRMs, but there's also a lot of buildings to take cover behind, so lights and mediums aren't too exposed. The new jump jets feature on this map, there is going to be a couple of issues because it doesn't allow you to change direction in flight at all. But it does throw you a little bit further forward, so you got to start jumping a little bit earlier to get over stuff. Like you noticed just now, I hit a couple of buildings just trying to jump over them, and that's because of the additional forward thrust that you get. It doesn't go straight up, and it doesn't inherit as much of your forward velocity as it used to. So if you're used to jumping around, take note of that, because there is going to be some changes that you're going to have to make. Alright, we're just crossing the water now, and you can see the red river there. The Jenner actually that I'm in right now is actually, the cockpit just stays a little bit above the water, so it is fairly deep. I would say it's definitely deeper than most other maps that I can think of right now, but it's not too deep. I'm not sure if the actual Jenner will submerge completely. And this is an island that's in the middle of this sort of sea area, and if you're just gonna stop here and have a look around, you can kind of take in how big this map really is. Like, that's the northern end of the city, and you kind of go all the way down to the port, and then there's this sort of less urbanized area down there, and there's a mountain pass up there. That big mountain there really dominates a pretty big part of the map, as well as this city area down here. But overall, there's cover all over the place, except for maybe this island down here. Now this, of course, is, as you probably have noticed already, this is a training match, so there isn't any bases, so I've got to actually see if I can get this in the map rotation. I think the area where I started off earlier is the Alpha base. Not too sure about that, but it looks like both bases are basically polar opposite sides of the map. Now we're going through the city area down here. This kind of reminds me a little bit of River City in that, it's a little bit of up and down, but overall it's kind of high rises and a couple of lower buildings as well. So a lot of cover down here, a lot of alleys that you can fire through, and a lot of these kind of street fighting kind of zones down here. So we're coming up towards the B4 area, and in fact a little bit to the left of us right now there is even more water area just on the left. I'm not sure how useful that area is going to really be, but this mountain down here is definitely completely impassable, so you gotta kind of go around it into the city, or you go through the mountain pass, which is on the other side. So we're heading back over to the river area down here, and this side of the map, I think you'll probably find a lot more fighting around this particular junction that we're going through right here, mainly because of the high ground and low ground difference, and a little bit of this bridge area down here. But overall on the river, I'm not too sure many people will want to go there. That's pretty much a killing zone down there. It's pretty wide open, and there's a lot of avenues to fire upon down here in this water area down here, so probably not the best place to be caught out in. So we move over to the other side. Down here you have probably one of the on the right side, one of the more flatland areas in the map. They're not too sure exactly, you know, how that's gonna work down here, but you basically have this area down here that has a lot of buildings for smaller mechs to take cover behind, but then there's this big wide open area before you get to the city, so that could be the killing zone, something a bit like River City. Just moving through this industrial area back over the water. That area we were on just now is actually sort of a mini island with a little bit of water in between, so there is a little bit of height advantage for anyone defending the land down there, but otherwise, you know, it's pretty crossable. Just going up here now, this is the mountain on the right side down here, and this is the mountain pass that I was talking about before. Now this one leads directly to the port area, where, as you'll see, this big platform up here. So as we come up, what you can definitely see is this platform down here is kind of like you won't be able to shoot an enemy below it, but then again, people below won't be able to hit you. So you've kind of got these two different levels where a lot of different fighting might take place. But yeah, so that kind of wraps it up for the map. Alright, now I want to talk about the hero mechs that just came out with this patch. First off, we have a new Atlas, that is the Boar's Head, and that's the AS7BH. This mech will cost you 7,500 MC, so if you're looking to get that, it's not cheap. Well, it's not that expensive either. It comes equipped with an XL400 engine, so that explains its top speed of 64.8, which isn't bad for a mech of this size. It really isn't bad. And it can rotate up to 75 degrees to each side, with 16 degrees up and down on its torso, and 35 degrees to the sides, 30 degrees up and down on its arms. So flexibility wise, it's not too different to the standard Atlases that you might be used to. Armor is 592 standard armor, and it comes equipped with endo steel internal structure. Alright, now weapons. It comes with 3 medium pulse lasers on the left arm and the right arm, so that's 6 in total, and an LRM-10 on its left torso and an AC-10 on the right. Hard points, it has 3 energy on the left arm, 3 energy on the right arm, and it has space for 1 ballistic and 1 missile. That's on the left torso and the right torso respective. And there's also space for an AMS on the left arm. It also comes fully equipped with 20 single heatsinks, not doubles, 20 single heatsinks, and it has space for 2 module slots. This mech also gets a 30% C-build bonus. There's also a new trial champion mech. This is a spider, so love him or hate him, there's a new one on trial for this time around, and just like every other spider, it's a light. It has a 255 XL engine, top speed of 137.7 kph, and it comes with ferrofibrous armor, 210 of that, and endo steel internal structure. Armament, I'm not too sure exactly how good this will be, because although it has an ER large laser in the center torso, the other weapons are 2 machine guns on the left and the right arm, making 4 machine guns total. Now there's a trial mech, so there's nothing really you can modify on it, but it does have 2 ballistic hardpoints on each arm, 1 energy hardpoint on the center torso, and has space for an anti-missile system on the left torso. It comes with jump jets and 10 double heat sinks. Well, that wraps it up for this video. If you enjoyed this video or found it informative in any way, please feel free to like and subscribe. I'll be bringing you more Mechwarrior videos in the coming days, so stay tuned for that. As always, this has been Panzer SG, and I'll see you next time.